Okay, let's get back to work now that the break's over. And it is now safe to keep playing. Okay, so we heard that one. That was pretty good. Will you remember me? Switch these around, 'cause, again, some of them I don't know if I've actually ever heard yet. Ah, boss, you're back. Yeah. Sorry about not being here earlier. What were you doing? I had a brief meeting with the BTC regional manager. Oh, well, is everything alright? As alright as it can be, considering that we're closing eventually. When will that happen? I don't know. Brian said that we'll be safe for a few months while the paperwork is filed and everything's being put in order. Oh. I was also talking to him about you. About me? Yeah, I was telling him to do whatever it takes to ensure that you don't spend too much time without a job. If possible, to reassign you ASAP after closing. Hey, if it helps, Brian might be able to arrange, might be the angriest of us all. They want to close the only bar in the whole area that hasn't given me any headaches, he said. What about Gil? He's the one that worries me the most, actually. He's kinda working using the credentials of another guy that was working here before. Who? The one who bought the levitation potion and then threw himself off a building? Ah, yeah, the levitation potion story. You used weird euphemisms, boss. Anyway, I find it hard to believe that Gil will find a job after all this. Just who is Gil? I have an idea of who he is, but I'm still putting pieces together. Anyway, back to work. Imminent closure is no excuse to slack off. Yes, sir. You guys do know I can hear you, right? This place looks familiar. Excuse me. Is this the VA-11 Hall A bar? It is indeed. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh god. What is C planning now? Excuse me? I want a drink whose name has changed after many women protests. Can you get me that? Sure. I think she wants a piano woman. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And another 5. Aged and again mixed. One piano woman. Here you go. Very nice. Thanks a lot. So you know Psy, Miss? I'm Stella Hoshi. My pleasure. Yeah, I know her. She's been here before, yes? Yep, in fact I'm glad you know her because she left this here last time. Oh god, she left her helmet behind again? Not the first time, huh? Her helmet has been picked up by all sorts of people in the last 3 months. Valets, nurses, morticians, fire jugglers. She's been lucky enough to always leave it with people who return it at least. Oh, quite a few people. She's as much of a social girl as she is a little bit total klutz. At least when she's not being serious, she's very competent when she puts her mind to it. I see. So, did she recommend this place to you, or... We're meeting here today. I can see why she chose this place. It's the kind of place she likes. Say, is that Kirimiki's autograph on that glass? Seems like that glass is a conversation starter. Nice. Maybe gets me more tips. Yeah, it is. How did you get it? Well, she stopped by here yesterday just before the concert. Really? I mean, she did? Yeah, she's kind of a nice girl. Can I see it? Sure. Yep, this is Starlight's signature is hers. So your name's Jill then? Yeah. Ain't that nice? Here you go. Do you like her, Miss Stella? Just call me Stella. And yes, I do. Whenever you hear her song, you're filled with so much energy and happiness. Too bad I couldn't purchase tickets for this one. I mean, they were sold out in minutes. Luckily, I could secure a couple for the next time she comes around. Oh, excuse me for a second. Hello? Where the hell are you? Car crash! Oh, you're helping. Well, will it take long? Alright. Yeah, don't worry. I take it that was C? Yes. Will you wait for her? I will. In the meantime, I feel like having another drink. One that was prepared in memory of a creator's dearest friend. Alright, well that is the Piano Man. Since we learned about that the other day. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5. I think we learned that from C as well. 5 and 3. Is this the one you had in mind? Yes, exactly. Thank you. May I ask you something that might be personal? It isn't about my eye, is it? No, it's not that, or at least I don't think so. Don't get to serve many cat boomers, so it's something I've been curious about. I didn't even know what a cat boomer was, or that she was one, so it's new to me too. Did you go through the procedure because of a disease or because of a fad? Before I was born, I was diagnosed with nanomachine rejection, so it had to be done, otherwise I would have died shortly after birth. I'm a bit on the weak side because of it though. I'm sorry if I overstepped. I don't mind. It's always nice to dispel the idea that my parents were just into the fad. You seem to know your drinks, Jill. Well, I was trained at the BTC? I guess I've read a bit more than the recipe book. Do you like alcohol? Yeah, but not in the usual way. I don't drink that much outside of canned beer. But their colors, their stories, the way you need to keep them stored, their designs. It sounds a bit silly when I say it out loud. Not at all. Do you collect them or anything like that? Actually, yeah, I started my grandpa's collection and have been slowly growing it. It's been hard because of my debt, but I managed little by little. Do you like alcohol, Stella? Yeah, right. But I'm normally more of a social drinker. Unless it's with somebody I don't tend to drink much. I see. Sorry I'm late. Welcome. You took your sweet time. Yeah, sorry. I got caught in rush hour traffic too and figured walking might be faster. Luckily there was a building with emergency stairs nearby and I climbed down. Climbed down? Took an air cab. Oh. I would suggest using ground transportation, but I'm happy to see you put safety first. Safety? No. Flying cars are just way cooler. I still don't understand how they don't give you motion sickness. If I find out how I avoid it, you'll be the first to know. Anyway, I'll have whatever she ordered next. Or wherever she's going to order next, even. I'd like a drink that was... You're at it again, you and your cryptic orders, always leaving us with weird stuff. Hey, I expect only the best from whoever serves me. They need to be able to answer these kinds of orders. Still, I'm sure you were wearing poor Jill here out with that kind of stuff. She's done quite well so far, actually. Really? Thanks. Whatever, please order something normal, would you? That'll be 2 finger weavers then. I'll have 2 drinks at once? No, we're sharing. What, like half a glass for each? Isn't that better if it's 1 for each? Don't worry, you'll see. So 2 finger weavers. Or fringy weavers. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 aged. That's 1. Oops, no, I reset that because I forgot to age it. Two fringy weavers. So, this one's for you, and this one's for me. You said you wanted whatever I asked, right? Oh, that way you could have said so earlier. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, here. Hey! So this is where I left my helmet. Thanks! You really need to be more careful with your things. Yeah, but I have a spares. Those spares should be saved for when the ones you're using breaks or malfunctions, not when you lose it. Those helmets cost money, you know. Yeah, sorry. Should I say the boss got her head stuck because of the jammed button? Speaking of money, you still going to that meeting at the bank tomorrow? Yep, you worried? I'll refrain for now. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. Don't be. It'll be fine. Rumors are just rumors. Rumors? They say something might happen at the bank tomorrow. But with all the tension in the air lately, it's hard to know if it's true. As if the fear-mongering wasn't enough, the people have also started spreading baseless rumors. Just yesterday I heard I had to stop a group of rampaging youngsters that heard the city would be leveled by a bomb. Everyone's so on edge. Yeah. I know you're worried, but I had to go there. It's orders from higher up. Tell me something. If someone came after me, do you think you'd stand a chance? Or they'd stand a chance? You're quite strong, but I'll take something to protect myself. Be prepared for anything. Would that make you feel safer? Maybe. I'll tell you what. After I come back, we'll get some ice cream, and that way you can vent all your frustrations. All right. Seems my vehicle is here to pick me up. You coming, Sia? Nah, I'll stay here a bit longer. Okay then, take care. Bye. She's such a worrywart. That means she cares for you. I've never doubted that. Say, why does my helmet smell like bacon? Bacon? Not that I mind, I'm just curious. Well, you know how some things absorb the smell of what's ever nearby? It must have grabbed it from one of the ingredients. Or my boss smells like bacon, which is the even more puzzling question. Why does my boss smell like bacon? I see. Do you believe all that stuff about the tension growing and the anarchist group trying to disband the White Knights? To tell you the truth, I'm a bit worried. Even in my division there's some shady business going on, but I don't want to investigate too deeply. Yeah, because usually in this type of situation, those people who investigate too deeply die. Well, what kind of business? From what I understand, things like working with human traffickers or drug dealers, letting them act as they wish. Some even say that the ones that do get apprehended are the ones that have failed them in some way, or didn't pay them. Stella always says the White Knights are just glorified mall security. She says that if it's been proven beyond a doubt that some shady business is going on, Zaibatsu Corp's main branch would separate themselves from the whole White Knight division. Something about the association's fear of bad PR resulting in them moving to the BTC. Sounds plausible. Yeah, it kind of worries me though, because I really like my job. And I guess a similar fear exists among the upper ranks. Lately they seem restless. Too much politics, huh? Hurts my brain. I just want to rescue people and help them. I just want to do my job without worrying about politics of any kind. What are you doing at the bank tomorrow then? My colonel needs to relay some information to the manager. I was picked because he trusts me. Sidestep here. I hope she doesn't get shot tomorrow, because this totally sounds like something that they're saying that she's going to get killed. If I know, how movies usually are, but I hope that's not the case. Anyway, back in. Well, he said you're such a simpleton that you'd never get the wrong message, but his intentions that count. Yeah, that like I said, separation again, that definitely sounds like it is. She's too stupid to know what's going on, and it's probably a bribe money. So yeah, this probably isn't going to end well. Oh. Finally, Dorothy has come back to Valhalla. Please refrain from doing those sitcom-like entries. You're disturbing other clients. Oh, come on. You know the audience would have gone wild with that one. And besides, you make it sound like you have a full house. Ahem. It's uncommon to see you here 2 days in a row. I wanted to grab something before I started my shift. Grab something before they started grabbing me, you could say. Hey, having a drink? Can I buy you one? Why, yes you can, thank you. Honey, you should follow her example and offer me drinks more often. We'll see. What are you having? I'll have what she's having. Then I've got the perfect thing. Let's have a blue fairy. One for both? One for each. Alright. How does the boss's hair stay like that? I think probably gel. And once again, we're still on a lot of blue drinks, although we had a finger weaver and a couple of piano ones, but still, the bees have outdone themselves today. Put it in there, and it's all aged and mixed. One blue fairy, now for a second one. Two fairies. Hey, this is actually pretty good. See? And it's blue like your hair. It is. So, what's your name, sweetie? Call me Cy. Alright, Cy, I'm Dorothy. Say, Cy. Yes, yes? Cy, say. Yes, yes? Cy, say. Si-say. Si-si. Why do you just buy me a drink? I just thought you were cute as a button, so I wanted to invite you to join me. Wow, you have to be the first person to offer a drink without having any ulterior motives. And that includes fuckboy over there. What do you mean? Trust me, when you work in this kind of field, you learn to read cues from everything. And this girl is simple to a fault. Wait, isn't that what her boss basically said? How so? You're the what you see is what you get type. That look on your face is one of that simply sees no point in lying. Coupled with the face that you're here with what looks like your work attire tells me that you're so married to your job that sex is too far down your priority list to notice its existence. So if you invited me to a drink because you found me cute and that's the extent of it, I believe you. Thank you. You say she's the first one, but what about Deal giving you the ticket the other day? Who? Oh yeah, the Lilium with the dogs. No, he doesn't count. He looks like a humanoid mat. Ouch. You seem very perceptive, Dorothy, but I'm not too far behind. How so? I can tell your body is heavily modified with things you shouldn't even have. Your tongue is a BEB-069 with a DNA scanning capabilities. Your skin also coated with an anti-radiation finish. Your joints are of the premium, extra flexible variety. And the most important thing, your hands. What about them? I don't know how modded your body is under your clothes. The tongue, joints, and skins are merely interesting. But your hands are the MIRD-113 of Realta Industries, a model designed to shoot Class 5 bullets from their fingertips. So, Clause G of Article 17 in the Augmentation and Modification Laws in the topic of ballistic augmentations. Any humanoid or sapient creature under civilian designation that has upgraded any of its person to hold firearms of Class 3 grade or higher will be either commissioned for disarmament or sent to danger zones. What are you going to do? Nothing. Eh? I'm not in the law enforcement, I just do rescues. And even if I was, I'm not on duty right now. Oh. I want to know, though, why go through that with that upgrade? A girl's gotta take care of herself, you know? I want to be able to deal with things if they get ugly, and this is the most discreet mode I have. Or at least, I thought so. Oh, yeah. Okay then, I can give you some advice. I guess? The reason I could tell it's not your default hand model is your fingertips. The tips are a little bigger to make the cannons fit. You could get a small mod that changes them into disposable tips. Assuming they're being used for self-defense and not regular use, of course. I see. Well, I've got to go. Oh yeah, another thing. If you aim for the arms or legs, once is self-defense, anything more is assault. Yeah. Bye, Dorothy. Bye, Jill. Bye-bye. And please come again. Thought she was going to take me away. They would have put my mind in a vacuum cleaner for 3 years. 2 if I behave well. That's what happens when you underestimate people. Although I'm tempted to ask. About what? DNA reading tongue? Very peripheral intuitive. Also, it vibrates. Extra flexible joints? Do you really need to ask? Anti-radiation coating? Hey, my skin's my first tool of the trade. I need to take care of it as much as possible. And it makes me feel so soft no matter how much it's been battered. Alright then. So you fancy yourself a diviner, reading people and all. Not really, I'm just quite good at reading people. I guess it's a byproduct of dealing with so many people on a daily basis. It's a bit surreal to hear that from a Lilium. What can you say about me then? Let's see, You're very, very, very sexually frustrated. It's not the act itself, but rather that your partners can't seem to satisfy you on a deeper level. There's an even deeper frustration. Something happened that's blocking you. Maybe there's someone who you knew won't return your feelings. Maybe you were hurt in the past. Thus your demeanor is that of someone who feels like life is playing tricks on her. Like a dog whose owner never really throws the ball. Oh boy, did I actually hit the nail on the head? I was making this stuff up on the fly. All of this was just rubbish, I say, because it's right 80% of the time. A generic bullshit, if you will. You'd be surprised at the amount of sexual frustrated people there are. I can't read you, honey. You're too good at putting on a professional face. But this definitely gives me more insight into you. Lucky, lucky! Aren't you late or something? I am, but if you let me satisfy your frustrations, I could stall for some time. Go. Fine, fine. Bye-bye, honey. Artificial intelligence has come rather far, eh? One wonders how artificial it remains. Shut up, fuckboy. Well, everything done? Yeah. Hey, boss, this might seem random, but do you remember the first time I came to the bar? When you came to submit your contract? Yeah, why? Well, for some reason I've been hung up on it since this morning, and I just, realized why. The visage that welcomes me back then was Gil trying to pull your hand out of a jar. Oh yeah, that! I can't remember what exactly, but something fell inside and I tried to retrieve it. I just kind of put my hand in it and it got stuck. It was a friend's jar too, so I couldn't just break it. Hey Gil, how did you get my hand out of that jar? A straw and some butter. Oh yeah, clever solution. Yeah, and that brings me to the random thought. That incident with the helmet yesterday. The many times your foot got stuck in something or stomping on it. Boss, why do you get stuck in so many things? Huh. Now that you mention it, I remember this one time she tried to eat a big sandwich and her jaw got stuck. Then there was this incident with the TV. I'll admit, my fault's with the others, but the TV incident was not my fault. The assembly instructions for that stand should have labeled their Z's and their S's better. You saw what happened when I switched the S2 piece with the 5Z one. Still, Jill is onto something. Yes, she is. Now, go clean the dishes and you can leave for the day. I like to think she'll make an effort to avoid getting stuck in things. I want to believe that too. Yay, everything will turn out fine, don't worry. I don't know what that means, but okay. So another successful day at the bar. And we're back home. It has been charged to your account to renew your membership for the Shining Fingers. Jill's subscription got renewed. She'll have no problem focusing on work today. Cool. Happy birthday! Well, you really like that website, huh? I have needs. But we'll leave that here for now. Once again, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Until then...